All right, the analysis is done, the data has been crunched, and the model has spoken. This weekend, the UFC returns to Sydney with a card that is absolutely loaded with high-stakes fights, from a controversial title rematch to a hometown hero fighting for his career. We're putting our analysis on the line for every single fight. This is the Analyst's Playbook for UFC 325. We start with the main event for the featherweight title. The model projects that Alexander Volkanovski has the higher probability of winning this rematch. Volkanovski's path is to be the matador. He has to use his elite footwork to circle away from Lopes' power, disrupting his rhythm with a high-volume jab. If he takes this fight to the ground, he needs to use hovering top control to land damage without getting caught in Lopes' dangerous guard. He cannot get drawn into a brawl. For Lopes, the path is chaos. He can't win a technical kickboxing match, so he has to force ugly 50-50 scrambles to create submission opportunities. The X factor is the pocket. If Volk can stay disciplined during the exchanges, he should win. But if Lopes can land one big momentum-swinging shot, everything changes. In the co-main, it's a violent collision. The model favors the surging contender, giving Benoit Saint-Denis a significant chance to win. BSD's path is to be like Velcro. He has to use relentless chain wrestling to smother Dan Hooker against the fence, giving him no space to strike. On the ground, he needs to hunt for the rear naked choke, exploiting a historical weakness in Hooker's game. Hooker's path is to survive the early storm and drag this fight into deep waters. The key variable is Hooker's takedown defense. If he can't stop that first shot, it's going to be a long night. Next up, a true David versus Goliath at heavyweight. The model indicates Teixeira has a clear path to victory. His job is to use his massive 8-inch reach advantage to keep Tuivasa at the end of his jab and teep kicks. If Tuivasa crashes the pocket, Teixeira needs to meet him with knees and elbows. Tuivasa's only path is to brawl, using leg kicks to chop the giant down and closing the distance to land his overhand right. The entire fight comes down to range. This striker's delight is a true coin flip on paper. But the model gives a slight edge to Fiziev. His path is to use his Muay Thai pressure and body kicks to break Ruffy's rhythm. The X factor is Fiziev's wrestling. If he mixes in takedowns, he can neutralize Ruffy's creative striking, which looked lost on the ground in his last fight. And in the main card opener, we have a classic hype check. The model sees a significant technical disparity here, giving Salkilld a very high probability of winning. His path is to use his precise kickboxing to find a chin that has failed Jamie Mullarkey in recent fights. Mullarkey's only chance is to make this a gritty dogfight and test the rookie's wrestling. An incredible main card, but this event is deep. Let's run through the prelims. Billy Elekana versus Junior Tafa. We have a high degree of confidence in this pick. Elekana's path is to use his fight IQ and wrestle. If he chooses to stand and trade with the kickboxer Tafa, he's taking a huge risk. Our pick, Billy Elekana. Cam Rowston versus Cody Brundage, another fight where the model sees a clear path for the favorite. Rowston has to use his length and technical striking to pick apart the chaotic brawler Brundage from a distance. Our pick, Cam Rowston. Torres Finney versus Jacob Malkoun. This is a razor-thin wrestling match. The model gives a slight edge to the more active fighter, Torres Finney, banking on Malkoun's potential ring rust after a long layoff. Jonathan Mikulev versus Oban Elliott, a competitive fight, but the data points towards Jonathan Mikulev. His heavy body kicks from the southpaw stance should be the key variable against a fighter who has struggled with pressure. Yiza versus Khan Ofli. In this grappling-heavy matchup, the model favors the fighter who is more likely to initiate the takedown and establish top position first. Our pick, Yiza. Dom Marfan versus Sangwup Kim, a classic control versus chaos matchup. The model gives a slight edge to the wrestler, Dom Marfan, to secure his body lock and smother the defensively irresponsible scrambler. Sebastian Salai versus Keiichiro Nakamura. Another coin flip, but the model favors the higher volume of Nakamura to overwhelm the patient counter-striking of Salai. Our pick, Sebastian Salai. Sulang Grangbo versus Lawrence Louis. The model sees a significant technical disparity here. Sulang Grangbo's fluid, high-volume striking should be too much for the grappler to handle as long as he controls the range. Our pick, Sulang Grangbo. So there you have it, our official picks for every single fight in Sydney. Some tough calls, some clear favorites, but every fight presents a unique tactical problem. Now I want your take. Which fight do you think we got completely wrong? Let me know your analysis in the comments.